Yes, sir. Debabrata Khuntia. Namaskar. Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Debabrata. Do your name signifies any character in the history?
Yes, sir. Pitamaha Bhishma, he was named Debabrata. It was his birth name, sir.
Do you carry some of these characters with you?
Sir, I admire him.
Yes. What for you admire him?
I admire him for his loyalty for his kings and the throne, and his promise to his father.
Okay. Man of commitment.
Yes, sir.
Man of commitment, man of discipline, man of perseverance. Many things are there. Many attributes are there to him. ଟିକେ ଅଧିକା କହିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବ। ପଦ ଧାଡ଼ି କହିକି ରହିଯିବ ଟିକେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବ ଅଧିକା ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ। ଆନ୍ସର ଦେଖ
ତାଙ୍କ କ୍ୟାରେକ୍ଟର
ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ ଏମିତି ଓପନ୍ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ମିଳୁଛି ଟ୍ରାଏ ଟୁ ୟୁଜ୍ ଲିଟିଲ୍ ମୋର୍ ୱାର୍ଡସ୍ କାହିଁକିନା ବୋର୍ଡ଼ ଯେତେ ବେଶୀ ତମେ କହିବ ବୋର୍ଡ଼ ପାଇଁ ଟାଇମ୍ କମିବ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପଚାରିବା and you can explain more things better. ନାଇଁ?
Yes.
ତେଣୁ ସେଇଟା ସବୁବେଳେ keep in practice.
ସେଠୁ ତାଙ୍କ ମହାଭାରତ ବି ଉପେଶ ଯାଇପାରନ୍ତି।
Sir.
As a character, Mahabharata, how do you define Mahabharata?
Mahabharata ଆମେ କି ଲେଖିଥିଲେ?
କିଏ ଲିଖିଥିଲେ ଠୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିକିନା who was the author?
Sir, the author was Maharishi Vyasadeva. However, it was written in Indian mythology that Lord Ganesha wrote the Mahabharata and Vyasadeva dictated it.
Okay. We'll come to that. First, introduce yourself, sir.
Go. Introduction.
My name is Debabrata Khuntia. I belong to Malkanagiri district. I am an agriculture graduate from College of Agriculture, UAT. I finished my masters in soil science from the same university. And paper folding, that is origami, is my hobby, and that will be in brief about myself.
Okay. What's unique about your district, Malkanagiri?
Malkanagiri. Sir, it has a place in Indian mythology, in Ramayana as well as Mahabharata. Then it was famous for freedom fighters like Tomadora, Lakshman Naik. Then the Balimera hydroelectric project. And after independence, after 1960s, it got infamous for the Maoist activities. That will be also.
Tell that it is famous for Maoist activities.
Infamous.
Infamous କହିଲ?
Yes, sir.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଓକେ ଓକେ ସେଇଟା ଫେମସ୍ ୱାର୍ଡ଼ରେ ଏଠି ୟୁଜ୍ କରିବନି ଇନଫେମସ୍ ବି କହିଲେ ବି ମାନେ ଟିକେ ଭଲ ଲାଗିବନି ଜିନିଷ କାହିଁକିନା ଫେମସ୍ର ଅପୋଜିଟ୍ ହେଲା ଇନଫେମସ୍ କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ କ'ଣ ଏମ୍ଟି
And of late it has come to use that
ଏମ୍ଟି ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ତେଣୁ ଆମେ ତାକୁ କୌଣସି ଜାଗାରେ ଫେମସ୍ ୱାର୍ଡ଼ଟା ସେ ଜାଗାରେ ଲଗେଇକି କହିବାନି କହିବା ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ This district is known for very recent Maoist activities. Which has been a challenging problem for the state.
Major chhadiyula sir gote Bonda tribe.
How that is the uniqueness of that?
Bonda tribe.
Malkanagiri. Nahi seta Bonda tribe city Malkanagiri no seta Koraput.
Yes, sir. Bonda type live in Malkanagiri, sir.
Malkanagiri?
Yes, sir. In Khairpur block.
Khairpur block.
Mudlipada.
Tar adha kono rohichi Koraput ri.
Bonda type are PBTs to Malkanagiri only.
But Koraput people also claim that they have also Bonda tribe.
Sir, actually Bonda tribe are divided into two types, the upper Bonda and lower Bonda. The upper Bonda are the indigenous ones, the lower Bonda who migrated from the Bonda hills and are staying in Koraput as well as Malkanagiri cities.
So it's not
mentioned that.
So it's like and to try to cover up both the districts. So try to cover up both the districts for that. You are an agriculture graduate.
Yes, sir.
So why Malkanagiri district was so underdeveloped? What is the problem, real problem with the district? You are an agriculture graduate. I think you have personal experience of the district problems. Can you enlighten us?
So Malkanagiri district became economically weaker due to the regional disparity. Like the economical disparity, the government schemes and the financial inclusion didn't reach the tribal population. Then coming to the food production part, the agriculture part, the most of the part of the district are hilly in region, upland in region, and the river sources are perennial in nature, except for the Balmivada reservoir part. All other parts are dependent upon rain for their productivity. Then coming to health and education, as the education quality in Malkaragi is poor, only 49% of the people are literate. The socio-economic activities and social behaviors also in declining phase in Malkaragi, sir.
Okay, why this became a den for these Maoist activities? What is the reason?
The first reason will be the regional disparity. The tribals become cut off with the mainland due to the construction of Balivana reservoir, and the Maoist activities increased in the cut off region from the Chhattisgarh and Andhra Pradesh side. Then the Forest Conservation Act, the tribals were dependent upon forest for their livelihood, and the Forest Conservation Act restricted them to use the forest resources. Then their exploitation from the government officials as well as from the landlords of the region.
Okay, why do you call that as Maoist activity? Why should not we call as terrorist activity?
So their activity were influenced by the Maoism principle that was originated, that is the form of communism developed by Mao Zedong in China, and it was originated in India in Naxalbari region in West Bengal. That's why they called Maoist or Naxalists.
Oh, what is that principle? Maoist principle?
Basically, it is a form of Marxism, whereas Marxism, there are several differences from Marxism. Like Marxism focused on the socialism as well as communism, and the democracy solves the bridge between them. However, the communism that was followed by Mao Zedong, that is in China, it focused on the violent activity to overturn the government and access their benefits.
So, do you think that the inclusive growth has failed over your district?
Sir,
Do you think that inclusive growth, for which your government is now taking a lot of efforts, is failing in your district?
sir, I wouldn't say it is failing. The government is in right path to include all the sections of society in Malkanagi district. However, it was in a declining phase before the development. But after 2018, when Gurupriya Setu was constructed and the distant part of the reservoir that were cut off earlier are connected with the mainland, all the tribal sections are now getting the government schemes. They are included in the financial activities, they are included in the agriculture activities, they have the access to the mainland. Even the government has reorganized the block system to...
Okay, we can stop here. What is the significance of the Dandakaranya project in Malkanagi?
Dandakaranya project was started in 1958. It was to rehabilitate the refugees coming from East Pakistan, that is Bangladesh. It happened in 3 phases. The first phase was in West Bengal, then is Assam, then the Dandakaranya region, that is the Bastar region in erstwhile Madhya Pradesh, then Andhra Pradesh region, and the Malkanagi region of Odisha was chosen for rehabilitation of the refugees. Sir.
Okay. So you have agriculture as your subject, no?
Sir.
Agriculture and the second option forestry.
Forestry.
Can you distinguish between open forest, reserve forest and protected forest?
Sir, open forests are mostly based on canopy density. If the canopy density is less than 10%, then it is called open forest. Then reserve forest and protected forest, these are based on the protection. In the Forest Conservation Act 1927, the chapter 2 defines the chapter 3 defines the village forest, and the chapter 4 defines the protected forests.
Okay, the last question for you. What is this award that Odisha is getting as Krishi Karman
Award, sir.
What is this award and what for this has been given to the state?
Odisha has been receiving Krishi Karman Award for 4 times in a row since 2016 to 2020. for agricultural productivity, higher agricultural productivity and higher, especially higher rice productivity in the state.
Is it figuring in the national agenda or national output? Among any state, Odisha is the leading state for rice?
No sir.
Which state is the leading state of rice?
West Bengal sir.
West Bengal or
Yes.
Rajasthan?
West Bengal in terms of production and Punjab in terms of productivity.
And then Odisha is getting this award?
That I don't know sir.
So you must give a comparative
Sir.
that how this, where Odisha is gaining.
Sir.
Odisha is definitely gaining in some part of the agricultural
Sir.
output. So that needs to be exactly pinpointed.
Sir.
Krishi Karma award for excellence in agriculture, suppose. But there may be many other states also. So what is unique to Odisha? That is important. You are an agriculture graduate.
Sir.
So they may be interested to know this problem.
I'll look into it.
The Krishi Karma award कौन पाई दिया गला विषय केतटा क्रॉप रो प्रोडक्टिविटी हाई हिच बोल दिया जायछि कि टोटल क्रॉप प्रोडक्टिविटी भीतर किछटा इंप्रूवमेंट होउछि ओवर द इयर्स कंटीन्यूअसली बोल दिया होछि कौन पाई दिया होछि सेटा जानिबा दरकार एक्जेक्टली ओके
अच्छा, while giving answers to sir as to why it has been backward, Malkangiri,
Sir.
you used a term exploitation by government officials.
Sir.
By making this statement, can you justify that government employees are exploiting? Hope you understand what I am trying to ask.
Yes
you.
sir.
You are facing a board of government officials. or
Yes sir.
Most of them, there will be some academicians or experts.
Yes.
But basically, they will say that how do you say and how can you justify that they have exploited?
So earlier there were charges against government official for corruption, taking bribes. However, this has been reduced over the years.
Using this word would be slightly difficult for you to justify.
Yes sir.
So I would think that sir can advise that it would be better if we...
ସେଟା ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ପିପୁଲଙ୍କର ନେଗେଟିଭ୍ ଇମ୍ପାକ୍ଟ ରହୁଛି ନା ପ୍ରାୟ ବା ସେମାନେ କରପ୍ଟେଡ୍ ହେଇକି ସେଠି କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି
Sir.
ଏ ଜିନିଷଟା ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ପିପୁଲ ଆର୍ ନଟ୍ ମିଣ୍ଟ ଫର୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ କି କରପ୍ସନ୍ କରୁଛି ଇଜ୍ ଏନ୍ ଇଣ୍ଡିଭିଜୁଆଲ
Sir.
ନଟ୍ ଅଲ୍ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଫିସିଆଲ୍ସ ଆର୍ ଡୁଇଂ
Yes.
So we should not draw a conclusion like this.
generalized ହେଇଯିବ.
In a forum like this, এই ଫୋରମ୍ରେ ଆମର ଯୋଉଠି ଡିବେଟ୍ ପାଇଁ ଡକା ହେବ ହୁଏତ ତମେ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷ ପାଇଁ ଡିବେଟ୍ରେ ଡକା ହେଲେ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷ ପାଇଁ ତମେ କହିପାରିବ ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ୍ ନଟ୍ ଏ ଫୋରମ୍ ୱେର୍ ୟୁ ଆର୍ ସପୋଜ୍ ଟୁ କନଭେ ଏ ମିନିଂ which does not fit to the observations or facts. Act के observation को
ଅନ୍ୟ କଥା ଯାହା କହିଲେ everything was fine.
Sir.
ଠିକ ଅଛି, but ଏଇଟା ଟିକେ I feel that
government लोग corrupt ही थाई पारंती maybe
That
some place
is-
somebody
Sir.
may be there but सेमती किसी
it depends on the individual. କହିଲେ ତ ମୋର how do you make a generalized statement?
okay ସେଟା କହିବ
Yes,
never
sir.
to नहीं क्रिटिसाइज करवाटा इन कंस्ट्रक्टिव वे ठीक अछि कहि परिबो किंतु ए टाइप रो नेगेटिव वे माने क्रिटिसाइज
ଏଇଟା
करवाटा
generalized ହେଇଯାଉଛି.
Sir.
ପରେ କଥାରେ ଯଦି ସେ କହିବେ ହଁ at times there are references that
few people have mingled over the situation at different times in exploiting tribals.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ନା
ସେଇଟା ବି ନ କହିଲେ ଭଲ
Yes.
ହଁ.
ଏମିତି କହିବା ପାରେ କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଇଟା ବି ନ କହିବା ଭଲ
Sir.
there has been problems of reaching of the government programs to the beneficiaries
Sir.
for various reasons, economic reasons, social reason, education reason, communication reason, hilly terrain, there are so many reasons for
Sir.
which the area has been backward. लोग को तो पाठ पढ़ी ना लिटरेसी नहीं, communication बहुत कम and that is agency area, hilly area, hilly terrain. then जहाँ program होती है से जब सर पहुँच
Calculate କରୁନି ସେଠି.
and far away from the state headquarter.
Sir.
ତେଣୁ ହେଡ଼କ୍ୱାର୍ଟରର ଆଟେନସନ୍ ଭିତରେ ବି ରହୁନି ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟଲି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସବସିକ୍ୱେଣ୍ଟଲି ଡିଭାଇଡ୍ କରାଗଲା ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ କୋରାପୁଟକୁ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ତ ମଗାଗଲା ନା
Sir.
ତେଣୁ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଇଜ୍ ଅଲୱେଜ୍ ଟ୍ରାଇଂ ଫର୍ ଦି ବେଷ୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ଦି ଥିଙ୍ଗସ୍ ଏଇ ଜିନିଷଟାକ ସବୁବେଳେ କ'ଣ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟର ଇଫର୍ଟସ୍ ଫର୍ ଦ ଗ୍ରୁପ୍ରେ ସେତୁ କରାଗଲା ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦି ଇଫର୍ଟ ଅଲସୋ ଫର୍ ଦି ୱେଲଫେୟାର ଅଫ୍ ଦି ପିପୁଲ୍ ତେଣୁ ଆମେ କାହିଁକି କରିବା ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଏଗେନ୍ଷ୍ଟରେ
Yes.
Okay.
I'll activate.
ହଁ
Just keep that in mind. huh?
Yes sir. Yes.
Now that you belong to Malkangiri, Koraput, that region, I'll take you to the cultural aspect.
Sir.
Okay. Now tell me, a location in near Koraput where Jainism was very strongly entrenched, where we have now modern temples have been built and Jaina images have been kept inside.
Sir, I might be wrong, but it is Nandapur in Koraput district.
Nandapur, yes, it has a history.
Sir.
It has a history, but I am talking about Subai. Subai. Subai is a location where
Yes, sir.
we have Jaina images, concentration of Jaina images, and that has been referred to as a stronghold of the Jainas. Okay. You know about Buddhism?
Buddhism, yes, sir.
Who is the founder?
Gautam Buddha was the founder.
And Jainism?
Jainism, Mahavir. Oh, sorry, sir. I don't exactly remember the names.
Yes, okay. Resava, okay.
Yes.
Resavanatha is the first Jaina Tirthankara and Mahavira is the
10th Jonas.
24th. 24th.
Sir,
Okay, and 23rd is
I don't remember, sir.
Parsavanatha. Okay. Can you tell me something about the Kalinga War, when it took place, who were the parties involved, and what is the reference about the Kalinga War?
Kalinga War took place in 261 BC in the Bhubaneswar region, erstwhile Kalinga dynasty, between Ashoka and the Kalinga king for his daughter.
For his daughter. Where did you get this reference from?
Sir, I read it in internet.
Definitely not. There was no king in Kalinga at that point of time. There is no reference to any king. Okay.
Sir,
And the lady that you are talking about is Karuvaki.
Karvaki.
She was the daughter of the fisher community chief. Okay.
Sir,
Who was very beautiful, and it is believed that Ashoka got infatuated with her or was attracted for her and wanted to marry her.
sir.
Okay. This is one aspect, legend. What was the reason why he invaded Kalinga?
That I don't know, sir.
Okay. Brush up.
Yes, sir.
We are running short of time, otherwise I would have explained the whole thing to you.
Sir.
You have heard of India Gate?
India Gate, yes, sir.
Now it has been renamed.
Sir,
Rajpath and that Rajpatha jo ko-
Yes, sir.
that has been renamed. India Gate was a memorial in honor of whom?
the 1962 war heroes.
First World War hero, not 1962.
Yes,
Okay, First World War. And where is it located?
it is located in the Rajpath in New Delhi.
And then where is Gateway of India located?
Gateway of India is in Mumbai.
And for whom was it?
It was built for Queen Victoria when she came to India.
No, not Queen Victoria, George V, the first British monarch to visit India.
Sir,
Keep that in mind.
sir.
Okay, when was the Indian National Congress established?
Indian National Congress established in 1865, sir.
1885. Okay. And when did Gandhi start his non-cooperation movement? First non-cooperation movement?
First non-cooperation movement. First non-cooperation movement in 1905 in Champaran.
1905.
In Champaran.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
1917. 1905. What happened?
Gandhi came to India in 1905.
In 1905.
Sir,
What happened? In 1905, Bengal was partitioned.
Bengal partition.
Who did it?
Lord Curzon did it.
What was the reason?
The British government gave the reason that it is due to the political, the administrative easy administration. However, it was divided following the divide and rule policy of British government, the basis on the language as well as the religion.
What has been Odisha's contribution to Indian freedom struggle, national freedom struggle?
So the Indian National Congress was very much active in Odisha during the British period. Many leaders like Gopabandhu Das, then Harkrishna Mohta took the lead role in Indian freedom struggle. Before that, the Paika rebellion happened in Odisha, and the 1857 revolt led by Surendra Sai in Odisha.
Paika, you have not finished.
Paika rebellion.
When was the Paika rebellion?
I don't exactly remember the year, sir.
At least keep kuri patkane padi jaucho. Don't.
Sir.
1917.
Sir.
Hala. 1917 रे Paika rebellion होची. तापरे.
Then 1857
1917. I am also making a mistake. 1817. 1817 is Paika rebellion. And then 1857.
The revolt of 1857, the Sepoy mutiny. It was led in Sambalpur by Veera Surendra Sai.
Then will you call it Sepoy mutiny or the first war of Indian independence?
So there has been a debate regarding Sepoy mutiny and first war of independence. Before it, many wars of independence have happened, but none of them got the attention that the Sepoy mutiny get. It was basically the mutiny of Sepoys. That for this, some historians call it Sepoy mutiny, and for his attention, the nationwide approach, it got the tag of first war of independence. However, there is a debate between both sides.
Ashtadhyayi, who was the author of Ashtadhyayi?
Austin?
Ashtadhyayi.
Panini was the author of Ashtadhyayi.
Kama Sutra?
Maharishi Vatsayana was the author of Kama Sutra.
Good, sir.
Okay. Student of agriculture, can you enlighten us why farmers of Punjab and Haryana continued for this long duration of strike?
So the farmers of Punjab and Haryana were agitating because of the new farm laws. The farm laws were promulgated by Government of India in viewing the recent trends in agriculture, that is the contract farming, then the modifying the Essential Commodities Act, and then the transportation of transboundary movement of the agricultural produce, so that they sell their produces outside APMC mandis. However, the farmers of Punjab and Haryana were agitating because of the.
What are the sanctions in those three?
Sir,
they cannot sell their products outside the state.
Sir, the first one is. So the first one is they could sell their produce outside APMC mandis.
That was the demand from the farmers.
No, that was in the law, sir.
That was in the law.
Yes, sir.
Then that was better. If they can sell in better prices, they should go out of the state.
Sir,
it is advantage for the farmers.
So the government thought it is an advantage. That's why they promulgated such law. However, the farmers' argument was that in APMC mandis they used to get the defined price of the government. However, there is a chance of economic exploitation if they go outside the mandi, and within a span of time the mandis will become dead.
So who denied them not to go to the mandis? Mandis were there. Mandis were not lifted up. Mandi was there, but government allowed the farmers to sell beyond the mandis also.
Sir.
But who denied them not to go to the mandis? Nobody is denied. So they could have gone to the mandis and they would have won there as it is expected.
Sir.
Then why the problem? You are not actually coming with the right, no problem.
No, sir.
How MSP re kon thila problem? What was the MSP problem?
So they were demanding for a law for MSP. However, the government made it clear that we are guaranteeing the price. We can't make a law for the MSP.
That was justified. That was not a justified reason. I look to see from your point of view why the farmers raised hesitation for such a long time. Why compromise could not come up between government and the farmers.
Yes.
Exactly pinpointed what is the cause. ତା ଭିତରୁ ଗୋଟିଏ କଜ୍ ୱାଜ୍ ଭେରି ସିଓର ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ମଣ୍ଡିର ଯେଉଁ selling outside is not the problem.
Sir.
Selling outside was an advantage. They were demanding that. Selling outside, they wanted that if we get a higher price, we should send our product beyond the mandi. The government cannot enforce us that we should go to the mandi. Mandi is there. If you are interested, we will go there. But if we are not interested in going there, you must allow them to transship it outside.
Sir.
So when it goes outside, taxes are there.
Sir.
So going beyond the state, they have to levy, they have to be taxed for that. So then price will be hiking.
Yes.
So they wanted it free. They wanted that tax to be removed.
Sir.
Because we are sending the agricultural produce. ଆଉ ତା ଛଡ଼ା ବି କିଛିଟା ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି there are few more things.
Yes.
ଟିକେ ଦେଖିବ ଡିଟେଲ. Yes, ଡିଟେଲ ଭଲରେ ଦେଖିବ. ଆଉ ବାକି ରେଷ୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ଦ ଥିଙ୍ଗ ତମର ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି. ତେଣୁ I think you are quite good enough to be cracked. There is no issue. ତମର ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଯଦି ଅସୁବିଧା ଆସିପାରେ ଏଇ ଜାଗା ଜିନିଷ ଟିକେ ମାନେ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଫାଇନାଲ ହେଲେ ଭଲ ଆନ୍ସର ଜାଗା ଆଉ ଟିକେ ନିଡ୍ ଲିଟଲ୍ ରିଫାଇନମେଣ୍ଟ ଟିକେ କ୍ରୁଡ୍ ହେଇଯାଉଛି ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟଲି କହିଦେଉଛ ଜିନିଷଟା ଟିକେ ସଫିଷ୍ଟିକେଟେଡ୍ ୱେରେ ଟିକେ କହିଲେ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଭଲ ହେବ ସେ ତମର ଏଜିଟିସ୍ ଭଲ ଅଛି ଇଟ୍ସ ଗୁଡ୍
ଟିକେ ହସୁନ ନା ରାଗି
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ sir.
ଟିକେ
Sir, I got nervous. When I couldn't answer your.
କାହିଁକି ତମେ ଆଉ ଅନ୍ୟ ବୋର୍ଡ ଆପିୟର କରିନ କି ତ କବର ବୋର୍ଡ ଅନ୍ୟ ବୋର୍ଡ
Sir, this is the third one.
ହଁ ତାହେଲେ ନର୍ଭସ୍ ପୁଣି କାହିଁକି
Sir, ଯେତେବେଳେ ସାରଙ୍କର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ର ଆନ୍ସର ଗୁଡ଼ା ଦେଇପାରିଲିନି
କାହିଁକି ଅନ୍ୟ ବୋର୍ଡ ସବୁ ଦେଇପାରିଥିଲ ଆନ୍ସର
ସମସ୍ତେ କ'ଣ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି
ଅନ୍ୟ ବୋର୍ଡ ଯାକ ସବୁ ଆନ୍ସର ପଚାରିଥିଲେ ଦେଇଦେଇଥିଲ
ସିରିଜ୍ ଅଫ୍ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଥିଲା ଯୋଉଟା ଭୁଲ ହେଲା ପୁରା
doesn't matter ଆହୁରି ଖୁସି ହେବ ଯେ ହଁ ଦେଇପାରିବୁ
ଭୁଲ ହେବ ସବୁବେଳେ
Sir,
we cannot answer every question କିନ୍ତୁ keep your ମାନେ posture composed
କମ୍ପୋଜରଟା ଟିକେ ରଖିବ ନା ସାର୍ କମ୍ପୋଜର
even if losing also don't withdraw yourself yes withdraw କରିବନି keep eye contact
Sir.
show your eagerness ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେଟା ଭୁଲ କରିଛି ତାମାନେ ମୁଁ ସବୁ ଭୁଲ କରିବି I am eager to also give more answers
Sir.
ଏ ଟାଇପ୍ର ଆଉ ବାକି ଟିକେ ନ୍ୟାସନାଲ ଇଣ୍ଟରନ୍ୟାସନାଲ ନ୍ୟୁଜ୍ ଟିକେ ଦେଖ ଦେଖିବ ହେଲା ଆଉ ମାଲକାନଗିରି ବିଷୟରେ ତମର ବହୁତ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆସିବ ନକ୍ସଲିଜିମ୍ ମାଓଇଜିମ୍ ଆଉ ଟେରରିଜିମ୍ ଏସବୁ ତିନିଟା ଜିନିଷରେ ଭଲକି ତମକୁ ବୁଝିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ ଏଇଟା ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଏ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ମଷ୍ଟ ଦଣ୍ଡକାରଣ୍ୟ ଇଜ୍ ଏ ମଷ୍ଟ ଫର୍ ୟୁ and the problems of the tribals of that area is a must
Sir.
including Rubriya Setu ଏତକ ତମର ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ସ ତମର ଭଲ ଆନ୍ସର ହେଇଗଲେ ୟୁ ଆର୍ ଥ୍ରୁ
Sir.
ଯେତେ
ବାକି ଜିନିଷ ଯାହା ଆସିବ ସେ ଯାକ ସେକେଣ୍ଡାରୀ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ସ ଆଉ ସେଠି କଲେ ସ୍କୋରିଂ will be very good we see positiveness in you
Sir.
okay thank you very much well done
Thank you very much.